following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello, and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And I want to remind everybody that this is the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s weekend, and I've been like crazy busy, giving interviews and lectures all over the place because I'm intimately involved with the King family. And so this is a very breathless time every year. And so thank you for being patient with me. I do want to talk about a couple of things. Dr. King would have been very, very proud of our YOUNGEVITY family because when you go back, let's say, maybe 300 years ago, 400 years ago, the slaves were living to be 75, 85, 95, 110, and the plantation owners were living to be 50. What was going on there? Well, the plantation owners being rich, and they thought they could just drink whiskey and wine and have steak and all that kind of stuff all the time, whereas the slaves were putting wood ashes into their gardens and growing gardens with wood ashes, which are minerals. And they were, putting minerals into their soup and so forth. And so they're getting minerals, and they were living 25, 30, 40, 50 years longer than the plantation owners. And that's a fact. You can look that up. Then also, what happened, let's see here, you have to appreciate that, again, you've heard me say this many times, that 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882, on Pearl Street, New York City, in the bluff overlooking the construction of the Brooklyn Bridge, Thomas Edison, Jonathan Lee pulled the switch in the first commercial electric generating plant. And within 18 years, by the year 1900, we were having problems. We had 40 new diseases plus that nobody had ever seen before, and the darling of the medical industry at that time was the new science of genetics, so they thought all these new diseases were genetic diseases. And never thought it was just due to simple nutritional deficiencies. And so that was kind of interesting. And you have to appreciate, and I'm going to stop there and jump back to the days in the beginning of slavery, thousands of years ago. The stronger black tribes in Africa were going and kidnapping all the weaker tribes and selling them to the people from India who had big boats, and then they would take them to Europe and North America to sell the slaves. Okay? So the other African tribes were intimately involved in the early stages of slavery. Now, jumping back to more modern times, a couple hundred years ago, one of the things that, of course, made the slaves successful was that they're using their herbs and the wood ashes and stuff like that, whereas the plantation owners were using the medical doctors who were killing them with these chemical treatments and so forth that the slaves couldn't afford and stuff. And so that's kind of an interesting little bit of history there that most people don't know. And, of course, Dr. King, I think he is very, very smart in that, excuse me, he's very, very smart in that he encouraged people to do all positive things, okay? Just do the positive things. You can think about the negative things, but don't do them, okay? We want only positive stuff. And in the end, even though he personally was assassinated, his dream has prevailed. Now, there's stuff going on here, and people say, well, I can't afford to spend $300, $400, $5 a month, $500 a month for supplements. Well, You get 2 cups of exotic coffee. You've spent that much money every month, so why not spend it for something that's going to add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life? And I think this is what Dr. King would want you to do, in addition to going to college and doing all that kind of stuff. Let's jump now to the world and look at, this was just a few minutes ago, the number of cases and deaths from the coronavirus in the world is 329,884,245 infections in the world, 5,560,521 dead. You go to the USA, as of just a few minutes ago, we had 62,167 infections and 873,667 dead. I think by the end of this month, we'll be over 1 million dead in the United States. And so that's kind of scary stuff. California, these are yesterday's figures because being a 3-day weekend, 3-day holiday, most of the states haven't said anything about their numbers. But 23 states are over 1 million infections, all right? And when you look at California, they have 6,729,869 infections and 40, yesterday they had 47,823 new infections. They also have 78,053 dead. Texas yesterday had 5,564,763 infections. They had 55,659 new infections. They had 77,583 dead. Florida has 5,089,226 infections. They didn't give any new ones for yesterday. They didn't. It's a 3-day holiday. 63,090 dead. New York, yesterday they had 4,637,773 infections and 45,089 dead. And 62,000, those are new infections, 45,089 dead in New York and 62,217. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific Time at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Youngevity has been helping people promote optimal health among others for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Youngevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
We're back Quit Dead. Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And I want you to appreciate that we're going to talk a little bit about serial killers today. Now, we're not talking about somebody who gets drunk every Friday night and kills somebody every Friday night. Okay, we're talking about cereal, serial killers. We're talking about gluten, wheat, barley, rye, and oats in any form, whether it's bagels or pizza crust or pies and cakes and let's see here, pancakes, waffles, and so forth. Gluten is a serial killer. Okay, it kills your intestines, reduces your ability to absorb. And there's a disease called progeria. Okay, progeria. Hutchinson-Gilfield progeria syndrome. And this is, and I bring this up because just a couple of days ago, there was a little kid who died at age 12 of it. She looked like she was 90 years old, all wrinkled, and her head is like as big as a 50-year-old adult, and her body's as big as a 2-year-old. And let's see here. In this, there's actually a movie made on this disease, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Okay, and so what's going on here is nutritional deficiencies. These people are eating wheat, butter, rye, and oats, and eating wheat, butter, rye, and oats, and not supplementing, and eating wheat, butter, rye, and oats, and eating wheat, butter, rye, and oats, and not supplementing. And so when the baby comes out, it's so deficient that it has this syndrome, and the doctors are saying, oh, this is a genetic disease. Well, it's found at a rate of 1 per 4 million people. It's not found in families, and it's not transmitted from, if somebody lives into the childbearing years, it's not transmitted from the parents to the babies. So it's not a genetic disease. Doctors say it's a genetic disease because they don't know what it is. It's just due to nutritional deficiencies resulting in the stunting of the body and enzyme systems and organ functions and all this kind of stuff. And so remember, irritable bowel syndrome, obesity, the syndrome, okay, we're talking about the metabolic syndrome where people are obese. If you want to have some fun, go to Siri and ask Siri, hey, Siri, show me pictures of 1,000-pound women. Siri, show me pictures of 1,000-pound men. And when they do, there'll be in the lower right-hand corner a little button, so punch that button, and you can just go down the line. There'll be hundreds of pictures of different people, both males and females, who are over 1,000 pounds. The record for males is 1,400 pounds and some change, and the females' record is 1,200 pounds and some change. And that's because they're not calorie deficient, but they are nutrition deficient. They develop a behavior called pica, and they just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, and that's why they weigh so much. I freaked out some people who were very knowledgeable. I mean, we're talking about people who have like 5 degrees and all kinds of awards and so forth. And when I showed them those pictures, they couldn't believe it. They said, this has got to be fake. This isn't real. No, it's real. All right. And so I want you to appreciate it. If you feel you're 25 pounds overweight, 50 pounds overweight, 100 pounds overweight, 200 pounds overweight, I do with people who are 500 pounds overweight all the time. And so what you want to do is make sure that you're dealing with it properly. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, I've got a story here headlined, Walking at least 45 minutes a day can help prevent cancer. And they said that inactivity is found in over 46,000 cancer cases in America that could have been prevented yearly if people just walked 45 minutes a day. This comes from the American Cancer Society and Emory University. They looked at cancer incidence and physical activity habits of almost 600,000 American men and women. And they found that at least 3% of common cancers in the country were associated with inactivity. Results suggest that simply getting up and moving can help tens of thousands of Americans prevent cancer as they age. Research has also shown that exercise can help boost activity of certain immune cells that target cancer cells. So there you go. Get up off your duff.
Yeah, well, I'm very familiar with Emory University because when I worked for several years with Emory University and the Yerkes Primate Center, Emory University is the one that fired me because I said that cystic fibrosis wasn't genetic. They're still wrong because I guarantee you the people who exercise are taking vitamins and minerals. The people who don't exercise are just sitting there drinking their beer and soda pops and watching TV aren't supplementing like the ones who exercise. So you can't just attribute that extra lifespan to exercise only. It's probably a combination of exercise and supplementation. Get your 90 and add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Youngevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Youngevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many of Ancient Legacy's oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. For life's everyday aches and pains, such as sprained ankles, pulled muscles, and other bumps and bruises, try Ancient Legacy Trauma Oil, which contains essential oils traditionally known to help with pain, swelling, and inflammation. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Youngevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, Ninth Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And, of course, this is the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's junior weekend. And I have researched him so much for this new book we have coming out here pretty soon. And I want everybody, you don't have to wait. It's going to be probably a couple of months before the new book comes out. But the book we have has been around since 2006. Is Black Gene Lies, Slave Quarter Cures, and goes into herbs and diets and things that the slaves did to live longer than the plantation owners. That was kind of interesting. The slaves were living longer than plantation owners because they're doing all their thing and not paying attention to what the plantation owners were doing. And so I want you to get a hold of that book. and we dedicate it to the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Let's see here. Black gene lies. There are no genetic diseases in black people. There's no genetic disease in white people. And all these, the treatments we give for diseases thought to be genetic disease in the black people will also work in the white people. So you can reverse that way and get the benefit from the research and information. Charmaine, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Do you ever go online and do drjwallach.com?
I think I've done it. Not lately, not recently, yes.
Well, you probably know all this other stuff by heart, drjwallach.com.
If I don't, I'm brain dead, right?
Yeah, you've been doing this for over 30 years. I'm so proud of you, dear. And, we had so many things going on in the white community, the black community, the Asian community, the Latino community. It's amazing how many different groups, and now we're working so much with the Asians, and we just really, for this new book, have done the research, and the Prophet Muhammad, and the Quran, and I just didn't know that the first 5 chapters of the Quran were the first 5 chapters of the old Hebrew Bible, the Torah. It's called the Torah, and so the Prophet Muhammad put those first 5 chapters from the Torah into, Genesis and Exodus and so forth. He put all those into the Quran. And he spends so much time talking about Adam and Moses and Noah and David and Goliath and Abraham and Jesus and Mary and all that kind of stuff. So I thought, well, why not? Why don't we get the Islamic holy books and put them all into this new book, and let's get everybody together and do peaceful things together. So what do you think of that?
I think that's a super great idea, because that's what we need to do, is everybody needs to get together, because the real enemy is the cabal, because they use everything to pit us against each other, and we got to rise above that. People got to rise above that. They pit Democrat against Republican and Catholic against, Jew or whatever. I mean, they do that all the time. It's called divide and conquer. And people, we all have the same goals for our family. Everybody wants to just work and
very best,
and pay their bills and be a good world citizen. And we got to rise above. This book is going to give everybody,
Charmaine, you and I will have a new tool. We're going to use this new book coming out to teach people how to work together. We're going to do it, and I believe we're going to make those advances that you've been dreaming of. I've heard you talking about it for 30 years, dear. We're going to get it done. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 9-5 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call. Toll free, 1-888-379-2552. And again, I've been so busy this weekend doing Zooms and conference calls and interviews and so forth. It's like crazy. And that's because we've learned so much about Dr. King. When he was a child, when he was born, he was named Michael King. He only got his name Martin Luther King Jr., later in life in his 20s, and his dad renamed him because of the successes of Martin Luther, and I didn't know that. I don't think many people know that, and so that's one of those funny things you have to learn about Dr. King, and I helped the family. Coretta Scott King was supposed to die, and she wanted to walk one more time in the march for Dr. King, and I built her back up, and she not only finished that march, but she lived 3 more years longer than the doctors gave her. The doctors gave her 6 months, and she lived 3.5 years after I rebuilt her. So I was very, very proud of that. What a wonderful lady she was. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Los Angeles, California. And Dee, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Dee, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Hi, Dr. Wallach. Okay, so my father has been on the ventilator for 10 days, but he's been in the hospital for a month because of COVID, and he went with he's a diabetic as well. So they called me over the weekend and said that the past 4 days he hasn't eliminated. So because 4 days went by, I said, okay, I had to, order the dialysis because they wanted to do it like right away. I said, no, let's give his body a chance. So today they did the incision for the dialysis. I don't know what else to do because his health is just depleting the longer he's in there. We have the plant-derived minerals, like you said, the oxycherry berry. What do you think we should do?
Okay. Well, if you have the plant minerals, you can rub them on his legs and his back and his belly 3 or 4 times a day. He'll absorb them through his skin. We've had so many successes of people who are in comas, and we bring them out of the comas by just rubbing the plant minerals on them. Then the oxybody, he could take an ounce or a half ounce, start out with a half ounce of the oxybody twice a day. If he's having trouble eliminating, I would also give him, what would you give him for elimination, for having a bowel movement?
Well, a tablespoon of the herbal rainforest.
You get an A+ there, dear, absolutely. And then what would you also give him as a supplement? He needs a supplement to get his kidneys going. What would you give him for that?
I would give him the Ultimate Daily Classic.
Yeah. How much does your dad weigh?
He's dropped a lot of pounds. He's probably like 130, probably even
Okay.
125. He's lost so much weight.
Okay. Well, you need to get 2 bottles of the, as Shar said, the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. You can take 3 twice a day. They will support healthy blood pressure and healthy blood flow through arteries of all sizes, including in the kidneys, and also, and we've gotten so many people off of dialysis, very quickly with this program. And so you can give that. Also, let's see here, we have a liquid called, Z-Radical, which is legendary for helping people who are just totally wiped out for many, many reasons. And you said he has diabetes. What would you give him for diabetes, Charmaine?
Well, for that issue, I would give him some sweeties.
Yeah, I'd get 2 bottles of sweeties, let him take 3 of those twice a day. And, it's one of those things where if you have to, if you want to give him just a couple of small things, I'd go with 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month, the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, the 2 bottles of sweeties, and let's see, and don't forget the herbal rainforest, and let's see if we can't turn them around. Oh, the Oxybody. We'll be back after these messages.
And that does open a line. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach today, call us between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Lines open. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And don't forget, you want to get a hold of all these new tools, CDs, DVDs, books, and things, go to www.drjwallach.com. The new CD we have right now, we've got a dozen of them coming out because of all these interviews and things I did over the weekend for the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Okay, they'll be coming out in a week or two. But the one that's coming out and we're shipping in just a couple of days is Health Crisis in the Church, is CD1, and CD2 is Health Crisis in the Church in America, where we tell the stories of, a lot of very high-profile pastors and very high-profile athletes and politicians and so forth that we've helped over the years with the programs. And they're in these were 2 Zooms we did with Raymond and Yolanda Brown in Texas. We took the soundtracks off and made 2 CDs out of them, okay? And that CD set just flying. People are just wanting it bad. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to New York. And Dave, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Dave, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Yes, Dr. Wallach, I'm calling about my brother. He had a stroke last July. He also has stenosis of the back, and his vision is getting a little cloudy.
Okay. Does he have any complaints about ringing in his ears or balance problems or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Does he have any white hair?
Well, it's pretty gray.
Okay. How old is he and what does he weigh?
He weighs 201 and he's 74.
Okay. Okay, Charmaine, what would you do for Dave's brother? He's had a stroke. Dave, was this a blood clot stroke or a bleeding stroke?
They think it was blood clot because they put in a heart monitor.
Okay. So he's had a blood clot stroke. Okay. He's had, let's see here, his vision is slowly going away, and he's got gray hair. What would you do for this guy? What's going on?
And back, he's got osteoporosis of the skull too, because you said he's got a back problem and vision. That's osteoporosis of the skull. I'd get him on a gluten-free diet first of all. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats. No fried foods. No burnt animal fat. No oils. And then to save him money, I'd get him on 1 healthy brain and heart pack and 1 healthy bone and joint pack. And I would add to it the Occutive. To that, and I would add MSM to it, and Fucoid Z, and vitamin D3 for absorption. And
okay.
And Ultimate Daily Classic, he needs that too to open up all his arteries,
blood vessels. Yeah,
those are all very important products that he should take all of those. And if he wants
what
to
kind
get
of diet? What kind of diet should he be on?
I already said gluten-free diet, and he should not be eating sugar or anything either.
Yeah, there you go. And you'll see his hair color coming back, so you know he's absorbing, because the hair color has nothing to do with age. It has to do with nutritional deficiencies. And when you have white, gray, or silver hair, especially when you're a young person, 40, 50, 60, it's like the red warning light in the dashboard of your car. Do you just ignore it? Oh, that's just a red warning light in the car. No, you pull over and find out what's going on there, so you don't burn the engine up. So when you start getting white, gray, and silver hair, that's not just age creeping up on you. People say, I'll just color my hair. I'll wear a wig. Well, that's not the right thing to do. From a cosmetic standpoint, that's fine. But when it comes to the cause of white hair and varicose veins and hemorrhoids and stuff like that, it's a nutritional deficiency, okay? And so Char gave you, for your brother, Dave, a very, very good program. So give us a call every couple of weeks. Give us a call, every time your brother goes to the doctor and gets a report, because he's got a chance here of really, really recovering and doing a great thing. Because everything he has here that you mentioned, including those joint things that Char brought up, he's gotten all nutritional deficiencies. Okay. Let's see here. Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Illinois. And Bradley, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Bradley. You're on the air. How can we help you? Yes, sir.
Yes, I just recently canceled my knee replacement surgery, and I thought I'd try your knee repair program.
Okay. Yeah, we've had so many professional athletes, Olympic athletes, politicians, including Andy Young, do that. It works great. How old are you? What do you weigh, sir?
76. I'm 5'7". I weigh 192 pounds.
Okay. Do you have any white, gray, or silver hair?
I'm in good health.
Okay. Do you have any white, gray, or silver hair?
Gray hair.
Okay. All right. What would you do here? For Bradley, correct?
Bradley.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So, what would you do for Bradley, Charmaine? He got. They want to give him a double knee replacement, like Andy Young. He's 192 pounds. What would you do for him?
I would, first of all, he needs to get on the diet. It's very important. People just don't realize. No wheat, barley, rye oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, and no oils of any kind. Eat butter instead. And then I would, to save him money, I would get him on one healthy brain and heart pack and one healthy, because of his weight, he needs two. One healthy brain and heart pack and one healthy bone and joint pack. And then I would add to it, very important, MSM to it, and a few
I'd get him, stop there, I'd get him 2 bottles of MSM so he can take 3 with each meal.
Right.
He's got joint problems.
Yep.
Okay.
And vitamin D3 for absorption. And if he wants to lose some weight, he might want to lose a little weight. He could start eating a keto bar for one of the meals for a while, and he should lose weight just getting on.
Yeah, it's a meal. It's a meal replacer. Yeah, it's a meal replacer, not to add to a meal. But yeah, just getting rid of all the bad foods. He can lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day, but he's got to take his supplements. Okay. And he'll lose that weight. 5'7", he should weigh like 165, something like that. So he'll lose about 20, 25 pounds. And his hair color will start coming back, and so you're absorbing. But when you have joint problems in your knees, you also got things going on in your hips and your shoulders and your back, and in your wrists and your ankles and your skull and stuff. Do you have any dental problems, Bradley? Hey, Bradley.
Yes.
You have dental problems?
I didn't hear you. I'm a little hard of hearing.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have dental problems? Do you have artificial teeth? Do you have implants?
Dentures.
Dentures. Okay. Yeah. So you have osteoporosis of the skull, and this is going to help. It's not going to grow you new teeth, but it's going to prevent you from having other issues. So you really, really need to do what Shar said. She gave you a good program. The only thing I would add to that would be the collagen peptides. 1 scoop of that powder in your drink in the morning and 1 scoop of the powder in your drink in the evening. It's a big canister, so 1 canister per month will allow you to do that. I've been doing that since we came out with that product some years ago. I just love that collagen peptide. We deal with so many athletes with their knees and hips and shoulders and back and ankles and wrists and so forth that they just love the products with the 90 essential nutrients in it, but they also love that collagen peptide. It's one of those miracle supplements when it comes to the bony system. Everything, bones and cartilage and ligaments and tendons and connective tissues. So please give us a call every couple of weeks or anytime you go to the doctor and get some kind of status report. We'd love to hear you because you're going to have a great testimony. It's one of those things where people like to hear, whatever happened to that Bradley guy with the knee thing? I've got a knee thing, and doctors want to give me a knee replacement. Well, the question you need to ask your doctor is, do they have a kid in college, and is tuition due? We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific time at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. YOUNGEVITY's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with YOUNGEVITY's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local YOUNGEVITY associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the health benefits of drinking coffee.
Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium hand-selected Arequipa coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America, all carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. Try JavaFit's Immune Plus, a full, robust coffee blend combined with the immune-supporting benefits of echinacea and the full-spectrum daily requirement of vitamins and minerals. Boost your immune system every day with JavaFit's Immune Plus multivitamin coffee. Available in 30-count single cup or 24-count single pot packs. Contact your local Youngevity distributor to get Jovolution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers or emails.
All right, let's head to Arkansas. And Scott, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Scott. You're on the air.
Hey, Dr. Wallach. I'm calling about my cat, Lacey. She's a calico cat. She's 16 years old. She has feline cardiomyopathy. She has a 4 to 6 grade heart murmur. She's been on amlodipine for high blood pressure. And she's been taking Pimo-Vindan for cardiac support. She had been taking furosemide. She's off that for about 5 weeks and 3 days now. Her kidney values were slightly elevated, so they've had her on Hill's prescription diet, Katie, dry and canned food. I give her and my 9-month-old kitten Franklin tuna fish and chicken, stuff like that.
Okay, stop there for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Did the veterinarian suggest any supplements for the cat?
No, it's just the what I told you.
Okay,
I need
Charmaine.
to know.
Go ahead, ask your question
I need
quickly.
to know what to feed them. Okay.
Okay. Well, to feed them, you want to get a good grade of either canned or dry cat food that's gluten-free. No wheat, butter, and oats in it, and you can have fish and poultry and red meat and all that kind of stuff in there. That's the basic core, okay? And then, Charmaine, what would you give that cat? It weighs what?
16 pounds.
16 pounds. What would you do for the cat?
I would give it
No, she's 16 years old. She weighs about
16.
10 pounds
How much?
or so.
Sorry. What?
How much does she weigh?
She weighs around 10 pounds or so now.
Okay, so she needs about, I would give her a scoop a day, split it in half.
Of the Arthrodex.
Arthrodex, and I would also break open selenium, put it in the food, and EFA, squeeze the EFA in the food, definitely. And
okay.
That
there you go. That should do it. Yeah, Char gets an A+ there. Cardiomyopathy, heart disease, is what kills young athletes. They're out there working out or playing a game. They come in the locker room and they die of a cardiomyopathy heart attack, or they can maybe a week later die of a cardiomyopathy heart attack, or they get a vaccination and a week later die of a cardiomyopathy heart attack. Those are all caused by the same deficiency. And so Char gave you a perfect program to give that cat, and so the cardiomyopathy should go away very quickly. I'm very surprised that the veterinarians didn't do some better. But our Arthrodex, a full scoop in the food, and then in the commercial food, and then get an extra bottle of selenium and just break open one capsule a day. Also put that powder in the food, mix it up real good. And give us a call every couple of weeks and let us know how the cat is doing. You can do that for the other cat also, because if it's eating the same diet as the one that has the cardiomyopathy, then something bad can happen there. All right, and so it's one of those things where we love cats. Char's got a big cat. It's Charlie, right?
Yep, Charlie Murphy. That's my cat.
How big is Charlie?
10 pounds.
Okay, about the same. And so how much Arthrodex do you give Charlie?
About a scoop a day.
Yeah. And, Charlie is a character, that is for sure. Every time I come out to your place, Charlie is curious. Who is this guy?
He's cute.
Yeah.
I love him.
But
gotta love him.
But we'd see cats and dogs and parrots and fish and parakeets and lizards and goats or, pets are all part of the family. And so we have to do for them what we would do for ourselves, because they are a reflection of us. And if they're sick and having problems, that means that we are going to get sick and have problems. So it's imperative to make sure that everything is covered. Don't expect it to be covered. Make it be covered, and that way it'll always turn out good. But we always have really great results with the Arthrodex and the EFAs, and so Char did a good job there, and the extra selenium. And selenium is good for the heart and the muscles, and so there's probably about a dozen different diseases that will respond positively to the formula that Char gave for your cat. Okay, we will be back another day. Thank you so much, Charmaine. Super job as usual. Thank you, Doug. Super job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. God bless our national anthem. And God bless America.